Life is complicated, but it doesn't always have to be. You had no choice in body or brain, nor your location and period in time. You just ended up here. You never asked to be here, but here you are. What will you choose to do? Under this arrangement of the heavens, how will you influence the world? When were you born? The curtains open on the first scene of your life. You don't remember, but you were there. That tiny little being, seeing the world upside down. Everything new to you. Early morning, as the sun rose, so began your journey. Perhaps during the energy of midday and under a bright blue sky you arrived. Or was it in the twilight that you made your first appearance? Eyes twinkling in the night. A sterile, pale blue room, while in the arms of that which you found so necessary. All things going through you, with none having a name. I hope you cherished the feeling of totality. Things began to separate from that point on. As you expanded with the universe, everything began to grow further apart, and you attempted to hold on to it all. When did you first learn the sky's name? The sun irradiating your fragile being. The wind chill. When did you first notice the flying things? Did you think you could fly too? Did you even truly think? Or were you just there? The walls of your home. What were they to you? Your brothers and sisters, cats and dogs, all together with you. As you grew and grew and grew. And now you're here. But they're not. At least not right here. In this place called now. Can you remember back then? Does it still feel like you? Did you cherish that totality? Or have you been separated from yourself? From back when the red curtains opened and you were the star of it all. When it didn't matter that the world was upside down because you had faith. When all was still new. When the days and nights were long and there was so much happening. When your eyes still twinkled in the night. And all was with no name in true form. Before the universe expanded, and when all things were in reach. When perhaps you too thought you could fly. Under what stars did you join this play in motion? In what ways were you influenced by the cosmic configuration? You began your life upside down, seeing the world upside down. But it was all so new, it couldn't have made a difference to you. Were you born in the dark of the night? Unexpected and in a rush? Or perhaps during the evening setting sun, you rose. Does it make a difference? The world we're accustomed to says no. How could the alignment of the stars affect the direction of your life? While the effect may be subtle, they may still sway your being. The sun is 93 million miles away, yet you get sunburn. And if the sun and planets are engaged in an astral dance, who's to say how far the music can be heard and how far the rhythm can be felt? Can you remember your mother and father as you did when you were a child? Were they not gods to you, in your eyes? Did the world not shift and sway according to their word, hinging on every whim? Weren't you so deep in that all-consuming world of safety and ignorance? So few years of bliss. Then you ate from the tree of knowledge, and your eyes began to open to the truths of the world. For some, it's a natural awakening, but for many, it's trauma. Entropy took hold of your perfect world, breaking it down into a shell of itself, and eventually into nothing worth holding on to. At least not without remaking it into something truer. The sky was no longer the sky, but the endless blue that hid the endless stars. The sun was somehow a burning ball of fire and light. The birds were blessed with flight, and it was so unfair. You may have thought that someday, somehow, you could fly too. Perhaps you still do. All of that, day after day after day. For me, 11,363 as of right now, this very moment. Grown so far from the little child who believed all that he heard, who believed in the safety of things, in the surety of things. But now I've reconnected with myself, after years of abandonment, leaving the past behind. I hold my past selves close in my heart, and I can see them from a healthy distance. And I've forgiven myself for every mistake, steeped in ignorance and pride. Can you say the same? Have you embraced your glaring flaws and your past, rife with missteps? Have you released your heart from the burden of guilt? Have you been searching again for that destination filled with safety and bliss? And perhaps even ignorance once again. And you should ask yourself, do you still wish you could fly? I do. Thanks for watching the video. I'll be reading and analyzing my book From Then Till Now on Wednesdays, and Peace of Mind on Saturdays, as well as my quote conversations throughout the week. If you enjoyed this video, don't be afraid to like and subscribe, so you can visit my channel each time I provide more content, and engage in the comments so you can share your thoughts with me. Have a good day.